Play Festival. The New Play Festival has a long tradition here at Fremont High School. It started in 2011 under theater teacher Billy Hauck, and although it took a hiatus in 2020 due to the pandemic and then construction, we are so glad to be able to bring it back to you tonight. What you are about to see are 7 student-written and directed plays. Starting in March with a playwriting workshop from Silicon Valley Shakespeare, our advanced drama students wrote and revised, and then finally started rehearsing at the end of April, which means the 7 brand new, never-before-seen plays have all been brought together in just over a month, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Before we begin, I have a few housekeeping items. Number 1, if you need to use the restroom during tonight's show, there are bathrooms located in the lobby just outside the theater. In case of emergency, please follow the green lighted exit signs and all instructions from our Shannon Theater tech crew. They're wearing the black snazzy t-shirts, and they will direct you in case of emergency. We will have a 15-minute intermission, and concessions will be available in the lobby at that point. You can preview them in the back page of your program. However, as there is no food or drink in the theater, we ask you to kindly finish your snacks and lemonade before returning to your seats. If you are here for a performance review, now is your time. Take your photo. Hello, I'll stand here and smile. You can take a selfie. You can do what you need. Yay, performance review approved. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anybody else? Oh, there we go. Yay! Wonderful. Now that we've all taken our photos and have our proof, we're all going to take our cell phones. We're going to put it on silent, we're going to put it on airplane mode, we're going to turn it off, because these little blue screens are so much brighter than you think they are. And we would hate to disrupt the experience for the people sitting near you or for the actors on stage. During the show, there is no photo or video. We are recording a beautiful version of this that we will post on our YouTube channel, and you can share it with all of your grandparents and friends and anybody who wasn't able to make it tonight, because there's no copyright, because they wrote it and they said okay. So, with that being said, and you'll have plenty of time to take pictures with them after the show as well. Now that our cell phones are away, I would like to introduce to you our first play, More to the Story, written by Zainab Wahideen and directed by Sophie Christensen. Zainab, the author, says, "Writing this play was definitely a new experience for me, but I really enjoyed the process. Thank you so much to everyone who helped me revise, and I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I loved writing it." Director Sophie says, "I have learned a lot about trying to communicate with my actors about my vision, along with tech. Also, I have learned a lot about how tech works. I didn't get to see much of that beforehand. We hope you enjoy More to the Story."
Hey, honey, how was school?
What? Oh, it was fine. I'm having friends over later.
Celeste, I'm glad you're relaxing, but you need to focus on school too. Remember, finals are next week.
Ugh, I know. You've been telling me all month. Look, I'm actually meeting Aisha and Evelyn to study. I'll be fine, okay? Look, that's them. Okay, guys, let's study.
Oh, nah, come on, dude. How will it take? Let me show you this really funny video I saw.
Holy, it's really late. I gotta go. That's my mom. Evelyn, I can drop you off. See you tomorrow?
Yeah, night.
Celeste, look at the time. I sincerely doubt you and your friends have been studying. Oh my God, in this mess, it feels like a tornado swept through the house. What on earth did you and your friends do?
Sorry, Mom, I'll clean it up.
Honey, it's midnight. Celeste, please clean up this mess before you go to bed. You're going to college next year. You really need to be more responsible. Shoot.
Celeste, look, your mother didn't mean what she said. We both want what's best for you. It'll be a waste of our time and yours if you don't pass your exams next week.
Ugh, I know. It's just that those classics are so boring. I'll never be able to write an essay on Shakespeare in under an hour. It's just too hard.
I know it's difficult, but I believe in you. Look, how about this? Since you're moving out soon, if you ace your exams next week, I'll get you a car.
I've always wanted a car. Thanks, Dad.
Hey, I have 2 tickets to a movie in an hour. You want to come?
Sorry, I can't. I have to study. My dad promised me a car if I ace the final literature exam.
Oh, that sucks. Maybe next time.
Celeste?
Yeah?
Hey, my sister and I were going to that concert I was telling you about. Did you want to come?
Sorry, I can't. I have to focus if I want.
Your car. I know. See ya.
Hey, hon, I'm gonna run some errands. Want to tag along?
No, I have to finish reading this chapter.
I'm glad you finally started taking your studying seriously.
Celeste, don't you need to be at school in 15 minutes?
What time is it?
You fell asleep while studying. It's 8:15 right now.
We still have to. Wait, did you say 8:15? Oh, okay. Here's my bag. Okay, where's my textbook? Oh, over here. And I need 2 Sharpie pencils. Where are they? I swear they were here last night. Oh, ow, ow, ow. There they are. Okay, I think that's it.
Good luck. You're gonna do great.
Hopefully. Dad! I did it! I got a full score!
I'm so proud of you.
So?
Oh, I almost forgot. Here.
Yes! Why did you mark it so tight? What?
Sometimes hard work is its own reward. You spent so much time reading those boring old books to pass your class. I hope you don't give up reading completely now.
I worked so hard, and all I get is some stupid book?
If you would just only...
Well, here's what I think of hard work.
Celeste, wait!
Thanks for letting us sleep over, Evelyn.
Yeah, of course. I can't believe your dad led you on like that.
Can't believe she just ran off like that.
I know, she's probably at Evelyn or Aisha's house.
I just wish she could control her temper better. She didn't even open the book.
I can't even. Jared? Jared! Celeste, I need you to come home right now. Your dad, he's going to the hospital. He had a stroke.
Who's calling me so late? Holy, my mom called me multiple times. Mom, what's wrong?
Celeste, your dad, he's in a coma. He had a stroke after you left. He's at the hospital. I'm staying here overnight. Where are you?
No, Dad, I'm going. My dad, I was so terrible. And now he's in a coma. I feel terrible. Dad!
is called The Weight of Our Choices. This was written by Sarah Boyko and directed by Astor Moore. The author, Sarah, says, "I never would have thought that I'd be able to write a play in high school, but I did it. Being able to watch my own creation come to life is something that I've never done before, but it's been such a cool experience. I only joined the theater department last year, but it's been one of the best parts of my experience here at Fremont. I'd like to thank everyone here for making me feel like a part of the little family theater is." Astor, the director, says, "Being a director is a lot easier than I thought it was, but is still so stressful. The actors are great, and I love seeing the characters grow as the actors get more comfortable with their roles. I learned that you need to do what you want for the show to be the best it can be." He would like to thank his stepdad Frank, his mom, and his friend Hudson for supporting his writing and directing ability, and says, "You all mean so much to me." As a warning, this play includes an abusive family dynamic and implied death. We now present The Weight of Our Choices.
Now, do you want to tell me about who this next woman is?
Jessie, please. There is no other woman. It was only once.
Nick, I know there's another woman. Who is she this time?
Jessie.
Who is she?
Jessie, we're in front of our kids.
You mean your child and my child?
Honey, don't.
I am not your honey. Don't you dare speak to me that way.
And don't you dare speak to the children like that. They don't understand what happened, especially not Olive.
After you cheated on me and became Olive's father, I don't know how you expect me not to be upset at that abomination of a human being. I will never love any child other than my own Misty, and that's final. In fact, the only reason I haven't taken her away from you yet is because we can't afford it.
I'm sorry, Olive. I've never been one to speak up much. Mama's always known how quiet of a girl I am.
You could say that again. You're not the one going through this every day.
Oh, my dearest Misty, did that thief take your precious toy from you? There you go, my darling.
Misty,
Yes, Olive?
why doesn't Mama love me the same way she loves you?
Well, it's hard to explain, especially to you since you're so young.
I'm not young. I'm 9 3/4, almost double digits. I'll understand anything you explain to me.
Well, Papa,
No. Olive, you're too young to understand just what happened. It's something you'll understand when you're older, and I'll tell you then, I promise. But as of right now, today just ain't the right day.
well, why can't he know? I don't even know the full story. I only know what Mama tells me.
That, my dear, is exactly why I don't want you telling Olive just what happened.
But I don't like seeing Olive like this. Why doesn't he get the same love that I get from my mom?
Listen. Now just isn't the right time to talk about this. Let's get ready to go to bed now.
But why? My whole life I've been powerless. Misty's the only one who she'd listen to. Maybe she could help us.
Help with what?
Oh, what am I supposed to do at this moment? What's the right thing to do? Oh, what do I do? All right, whatever I do could be a mess. Maybe I'll just say nothing. Yeah, that's it. Then nothing happens. Right?
Well, I'm not going to leave until somebody here fesses up. Come on, Olive, I know you did something.
No, Mama, I didn't do anything.
Excuse me? How dare you call me your mother?
I'm sorry, I meant Jessica.
And how dare you address me by my first name?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't do anything wrong, though. I mean...
You!
We weren't doing anything.
Misty, is that right? Tell me or you'll end up just as they do.
They wanted me to speak poorly about you, Mama.
Ah, see, that's my girl. Someone is finally telling me the truth. Did they tell you to do anything, hon?
me to yell at you.
And how did you feel about that, my Misty?
I didn't want to. I wanted to stay with you, Mama, forever and ever, ever. Please, Mama, I didn't do anything wrong, I promise.
Oh, baby, it's all right, I promise. Thank you for telling me the truth. As for this little monster, he'll never give you a hard time again.
Why, Misty? Why would you do that?
Well, I didn't have anything else to say. I thought maybe everything would be alright if I just didn't say anything.
No, Misty, that's not how it works. If it worked that way, everything would have been fine in this family. But it isn't. And you're the one who caused this to happen.
No, I wish I could go back and do something else. It's all okay. Pa's okay. Olive's okay. It's all okay. I must have gotten lost in my thoughts. I think there's no time to speak up. Maybe I can make it all okay for Olive and Papa. I have to.
You have to, Misty.
You have to, Misty. You have to help us.
And I want to, but I can't help but feel scared. What if something happens to me?
But what about us?
Don't you want us to be safe?
Yes, I do.
Then speak up for us.
But what if Mama gets upset?
Don't you want to help us?
More than anything, but I don't want to get more upset than she already is. I just don't know what to.
Help
Help
us.
us, Misty.
What would happen if I spoke up?
Well, I'm not going to leave until somebody here fesses up. Come on, Olive, I know you did something.
No, Mama, I didn't do anything.
Excuse me? How dare you call me your mother?
I'm sorry, I meant Jessica.
And how dare you address me by my first name?
Mama,
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't do anything wrong, though. I mean it.
Mama,
You.
Mama!
Misty, is something wrong?
I'm tired of you speaking like this to Olive and Papa.
What?
I don't like how you've been treating them, and I just.
What?
Mama,
Misty, please. You're the only one I have.
No! I don't like the person you are anymore!
You don't like me.
I.
You don't like me.
Mama, please.
You don't love me anymore!
No! Give me your promise, Mama!
Let's go, Misty. Let's get out of here.
What about Mama? What about all the love she gave me?
That didn't make her a good person. Now, get your stuff. We're leaving as soon as we can.
But I still loved her, and she loved me, and I know she had good in her heart. She had her cousin good in her.
Are you kidding, Misty? Look at what she did to us. Look at the way she treated Papa and our whole lives.
But maybe she would have been kind eventually. Maybe we just had to wait.
No, Misty, she's a bad woman.
She's my mama! I can't say goodbye. I can't.
She didn't love any of us, honey. We have to go now, hon.
She loved me!
No, she didn't. She really didn't. You were the only thing she had, so she clung on to you.
Oh, no, it can't be true.
It's time to go, Misty.
No, I won't leave Mama here alone.
It's time to go, Misty.
No, you can't make me go.
It's time to go, Misty.
Enough! Nothing I do works.
play, Snow, was written by Judith Primitivo Lopez and directed by Sonika Bidarkar. Judith, the author, says, "Watching a show I envisioned come to life was something I would never thought of coming true. Theater has been one of the best things I've done in my life and one of the places where I call home." Sonika, the director, says, "It was such an amazing experience getting to work with such a talented cast. I learned a lot about what it means to be a director and make sure that the show was running smoothly. It was incredibly special as a senior, getting to experience a different aspect of theater for my last show at Fremont. We hope you enjoy Snow."
There's nothing left we can do. The cancer is terminal. You have 4 months left to live. Go home and enjoy the last moments you have with your family.
A month ago, I was diagnosed with a terminal illness. The doctor told us that there was hope, that surgery could be done, treatment could be done. Today, as we were going to start treatment, the doctor noticed my condition had gotten worse. There's nothing left. I want to spend the rest of my life, the rest of my time, surrounded by the people I love, by my family. I don't want there to be any crime or any suffering, just happiness. As long as I see you all happy, I'm happy.
For now, I'm going to stop working to take care of you all. We don't have much money, so we have to be careful on what we spend and do. I will do my best to provide for you all, but you also have to do your best, okay?
Now let's go. Who wants to go outside and play?
Yay!
Mom, are you okay? Yes, of course, sweetheart. Look, there's been something I've been needing to ask you. Since you're the oldest, I was wondering if you would want to get a job. I know you're still young, and for goodness sake, you're still a child, but we could really use the help, the extra help right now. We don't have much in our savings, and I'm not going to be working. I would really like to have an extra person to help around, but I understand you don't want to.
Mom, you don't have to ask. Of course I'll look into it, especially since Dad's future isn't looking promising.
Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Maybe we haven't tried hard enough. Maybe I can money it.
If there's nothing left for us to do, then I will help you in the beginning. Don't worry.
You're too slow! Get down the floor! Those tiles better be sparkling. The bathroom is waiting for you. Now hurry up if you want to go home. There's a list of what's due on the counter. You're in charge of closing. If everything is not perfect tomorrow morning, then you will be getting fired, and I won't be giving you a check! It looks like a horrible mess in here. That ungrateful little brat! She can't even do her work right! Who am I kidding? That girl cleans better than any employee I've ever hired. Too bad she's young and stupid. I get to have free labor. Finally, you're here. I've been waiting an hour. It looks like a mess in here. I won't be paying for this garbage.
But it's clean. I stayed till midnight cleaning. I practically spent the whole day here. How does it all look clean?
Does it look clean now, does it?
Mom, I'm hungry. Oh, I thought you'd be home. Why are your eyes red and puffy? Have you been crying? No, Mom, Oh, good. I really need your help right now. The boys are hungry. I haven't been able to make anything. They're yelling in their rooms and won't quit. It's giving your father a headache. I have to help your dad right now because he isn't doing well. Oh, and where's your paycheck? Mom, the boss wouldn't give it to me. What? Hun, I know this is hard on you. It's been really hard on your dad and I. We haven't been able to see you much around, and your dad is really sick. I know you're still a kid, but can't you do your job well? All you have to do is attend clients and clean, and you can't even do your job right. Now, we have nothing to live with this week. What? It's okay. We'll get through it. We're in this together after all, aren't we? Let me help you cook dinner, and you can help the boys after, okay? Oh my goodness, it's the doctor calling. Are you fine on your own? Go help the boys when you're done, please.
Mom, Dad, this is how you feel. Empty inside, trying to carry the whole world on your back.
Oh, hon. It's way worse.
Is it worse, Mom? Is it? You haven't been there for the boys, for any of us. You wouldn't pick them up when they've fallen or even fed them for a whole day. I have to come home at midnight after working for a whole day to cook and clean them up. They tell me everything. They even call me Mom. How is it worse for you? I'm basically their mom now. I barely even see you and Dad. I know I shouldn't be complaining, but at least a hello would be enough, and I love you. I'm still a kid. I'm barely 14, yet I'm worrying about my brothers starving and about their rent. When they're sick, I feed them. I get them water after they throw up. I stay up at night making sure I'm next to them if they need me. But me, no one is there to help me when I'm sick. I want to be taken care of too. I want to be a kid. I don't want to grow up. My body is tired. But I have to keep going because if I don't, not only will Dad die, but everyone else will. Please just notice how much I'm trying.
Honey, you're not a kid anymore. You're all grown up now.
It's been 40 years since we passed away. Your brothers left you years ago when I realized you were crazy. You had taken responsibility for this family, tried carrying us all on your back and helping us. You didn't even realize we passed away. Your brothers tried telling you, tried helping you, but you ignored them.
Snow, or small innocent Snow, you wasted your life, your childhood, stuck in this. We're not even real, just figments of your imagination. We've become your name, so beautiful, yet empty and dead inside.
Wake up, honey!
play, In Closed Quarters, was written by Tona Celaya Nunez and directed by Matilda Whalen. Matilda says that she has enjoyed working with the community and has learned how to be able to separate my identity as a friend and a director with a leadership role, as well as being able to identify how different people work and adjusting how I mentor actors by how they learn. As a warning, this play involves talk and acts of extreme violence and death which may be sensitive to viewers. We now present In Closed Quarters.
Toby, come in.
Hey, Cass!
It's been so long.
Yeah!
How are you doing? Is there any news on your condition?
Well, the doctor said they're gonna have to operate. Until then, I just have to take it easy. Otherwise, my heart will give it. Thank you for letting me stay with you.
Oh, no problem.
It's just until I come out on my feet.
Of course. Do you want to talk about it?
Honestly, I'm already kind of feeling stressed as is, and the doctor said to avoid anxiety-inducing situations.
I know I'll cheer you up. Let's watch Arachne Man like when we were little.
That sounds like fun.
Hi, I'm Sandra Simmons reporting from Channel 4. Residents, the city of Silverton, Colorado has issued a warning to find shelter immediately as a hailstorm has formed over our own. The hail has been measured to be roughly 3 inches in diameter. To put that into perspective, that's the size of a baseball. We are getting reports of multiple injuries. Find shelter urgently and do not leave the house! In other news, the perpetrator of the recent murders has still been unidentified. That being the murder that killed and strangled 8 citizens over the past couple of weeks. The killer has been dubbed the Silverton Strangler as he chokes his victims to death. In recent murders, he's gone so far as to use ropes and cables. This morning, Jack Napier, a local businessman, was found dead in his house. While this lines up with the other Strangler murders, it's important to note that the murder took place almost a month ago, as determined by the autopsy, making Jack Napier the first victim of the Strangler. The killer is suspected to be sporting a large scarred-over wound, as copious amounts of blood have been found at the crime scene belonging to the suspected killer. If you have any knowledge as to the identity of the perpetrator, contact the local...
Looks like there's no signal. Don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. You don't have a neck to strangle, or a spine for that matter. I know, I'm a genius. What do you want for dinner?
Well, that was fine. Cass! What happened to your arm?
Oh, this? I accidentally cut myself the other day.
That's a pretty big bandage.
Yep.
How did you injure yourself?
Fine. I broke up with Jack, my current ex. You never met him. He was a pretty good fit during the whole thing. Things got serious, and I realized he was just using me. Or at least that's what his wife said when she came by my work. Anyways, I went to go break this off, and things got a bit physical.
Oh my god, Cass! Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want you to worry while you were in the hospital.
I'm gonna kill him!
Hey, no, it's fine, and I'm okay. I've had a lot of time to think over the 4 months you were gone, and I wasn't happy with him. So he's gone now. Trust me. I made sure of it. I'm gonna go ahead and start our dinner. Take a look around, get comfy, get situated, and I'll be right back. April 5th, 2024. Dear Diary, Toby's in the hospital right now. The doctor said it's some sort of extreme heart condition. He said he was just dizzy and then collapsed. I can't sleep. The doctor said he could die at any moment. May 10th, 2024. Dear Diary, things have been weird without Toby. I started attending a support group and I met someone. And we're going out tomorrow night. I wish Toby was here. I don't know what to do. Would he think it's a good idea to go out with Jack Napier?
Jack Napier? Why is that familiar? Jack? Jack Napier? Isn't that the first victim of the Strangler?
July 29, 2024. I can't believe it. That bastard. I was so stupid. I had to find out he was married. I can't believe it. He went to that support group to pray upon the weak, feast upon the ones grieving their loss. I'm gonna rip him apart. July 30, 2024. I confronted Jack yesterday. I went to his crappy apartment in the bad part of town, and I told him I knew. And then he revealed his true self to me. First, he greeted me warmly. He pleaded, I can't live without you. It was a mistake. I'll leave her, and all sorts of empty promises. But then he got angry. I had seen him be aggressive before, but this was different. He berated me, screaming and cursing. Life was wasted on you. Your parents were right to abandon you. You're nothing but an ugly piece of crap, you selfish bastard. That's when I mustered up all the courage it took, and I told him things were over. Only he wanted it over too, in a more permanent way. He picked up his knife and charged at me. He cut me so deep, I'd be going in stitches. In that moment, something changed. I felt nothing but rage. I managed to trip him and get him on the floor. I put my hand in his neck and I squeezed. Then the cold air hit me. I didn't kill him. I didn't. Did I? Now it's 3 o'clock and I'm still awake. Not because I'm appalled I could have killed a man, but because a reassuring thought keeps crossing my mind. I could have held on longer.
No, this isn't real. This isn't. I've known cats my entire life since I was a beast. I don't want nicer cats. They're not capable of this, are they? Okay, let's just think rationally. Breathe. Okay, let's just say, hypothetically, the most hypotheticals of hypotheticals, my best friend Cass is a serial killer. What am I supposed to do?
Snoop further. Find more evidence to be sure this isn't some sort of mistake. Maybe you can find some bloody rope, or a photo of the victims, or...
No. This is a violation of Cassidy's trust. They're not a serial killer. You've known them since the 4th grade. You do this all the time. You stress and blow things out of proportion. Just listen to what Dr. Burnett said. If you keep doing this, your heart will explode faster than Homer Simpson's belt. So please, do the right thing.
Or you could kill Cass.
I'm just gonna read one more entry just to see if it's true.
August 28, 2024. Toby is getting released from the hospital tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm gonna tell him. After Jack, I almost feel free, like a whole different person. I just hope this doesn't make things weird between us, or else I'll have to kill him. Sincerely, Cassidy Lester.
Oh, fuck!
I hope you like drum roll, please. Frozen and probably not edible 4-month-old pizza from the back of the fridge. You don't have to keep screaming it. I know you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
we probably shouldn't eat this if you don't want to end up back in the hospital. There's something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
I've been wanting to tell you this for a very long time. I need to take a dump right now.
I gotta admit, that's pretty damning.
Well, isn't that obvious?
Screw you, man. I'm trying to help when you're bussing around.
Why would Cass do this? Why?
That doesn't matter right now. Right now, you're in the house of the Silverton Strangler. Now, you need to get off your ass, wipe your tears, and call the police.
No, the diary isn't going to cut it. We need some sort of physical evidence to prove that Cass did this.
No, moron! Didn't you hear? Toby's in danger. The Strangler can kill him at any moment, and you want to stay?
It's better than your plan.
Oh, really? Why don't you come over to my side of the brain and tell that to my neuron?
Oh, you're done now.
Or we could kill Cass.
No signal! Damn it!
Maybe you can escape through the window.
No, that's stupid. Didn't you hear what Sandra said on the news? It's... hailstone bowling balls are dropping from the sky. And you want to run? We have a higher risk of death out there than we do in here.
Are we sure he didn't just lie?
How dare you! Sandra Simmons is the best reporter / news anchor this county has ever had. Pulling at your heartstrings with stories like cat stuck in tree, firefighter saves orphanage, or that old guy escaped from the sanitarium again and is running naked through the streets. Over the years, she has consistently brought light to a dark and unhappy world. Sandra would never lie to me. You pompous nincompoop.
Oh my gosh! I found the serious wall! No!
That was a killer dump I just took. You good?
Yeah!
So, what do you want to do now?
Honestly, I'm feeling, tired. Long day. Woo!
Oh, sounds good. I lied. I didn't have to take a massive dump, though I did end up taking it anyways, and it was great. But that's not what I've been wanting to tell you. I'm just a bit anxious to tell you this big secret of mine. I've been wanting to tell you this for a very long time, a lifetime, an eternity, but I haven't had enough courage to tell you. But after Jack, I feel like a new person almost, and I don't want to live a life full of secrets with my best friend. Cass, you got this. You can do this. What I've been wanting to confess is that I love.
No. There's no way to escape. There's no way to escape. There's no way to expose Cassie. I guess that's it. I guess I'm dead. I thought I'd come to terms with death, laying on my deathbed for so long. But I want to live. I get such appreciation of life being chained to my bed. She can't take away that from me. She can't. I'm gonna slaughter the strangler.
Residents of Silverton, today marks a historic day as the Silverton Strangler has been identified. DNA tests of the pools of blood found at the Jack Napier crime scene revealed the blood of two possible perpetrators, one of which has been cleared of any wrongdoing. But after looking at the DNA left on the victim's throat and matching it to the suspected killer, it is clear that the Silverton Strangler is Toby F. Determined.
No! That's bull! It wasn't me! I was at the hospital!
Well, you weren't.
Everything we did for Cass. And we savored every moment of it.
I can still hear the screams as Jackie Boy left for his pitiful, miserable life, along with the others who hurt Cass.
You killed her! You took everything from us. You had to give in to your urge to kill. All to prove that your minuscule worthiness, based on shit life means anything. You mother!
Me? Me? No, not me. It wasn't. It was you! You totally did this! You totally did this, psycho! Yeah!
The police have been performing an exhaustive investigation trying to find the suspect, who they have resolved as Mr. Determined. The police are having a press conference to explain the details of their investigation. Beware, as the suspect is still at large and considered to be extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
the second half, we promise there are some plays that are uplifting. We just saved them all till the end, so you can end on a happy note. Our next play is called Side by Side in the Cold. This was written by senior Sophia Baines and directed by Tona Celaya Nunez. Sophia says, I wrote this show because I knew that I wanted to have the main focus of this play be on the individual characters and their emotions and thoughts, rather than the overall plot or message of the story. Because of the short time limit for the show, I decided to do this by taking some characters already known to most people, Achilles and Patroclus from the Iliad, and using their circumstances to delve into how they might act or think with the struggles they had to face. This was a really fun show to write, as I got to learn more about the characters and see how I could translate literature into a performance. Tona, the director, says, I have learned how to successfully lead a group of people to my creative vision, while also respecting and supporting everyone's ideas equally. This was a challenge for me as I try to be too kind and receptive such that I lose my creative vision. This show was the perfect blend of my original ideas combined with the best of my cast and crew. And now we present Side by Side in the Cold.
Patroclus, there you are, looking all over for you. You have no idea how hard you are to find.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, when did that happen? As long as I can remember, you've either been with the men or by my side.
Not always. There was always before the war.
Ah, before the war. Oh, don't worry. You won't mind. Before the war. Those are some good times, huh?
Yeah.
Remember how you used to run off early in the morning when the sun barely touched the ground, before even the mice in the fields woke up. And by the time you finally came back again, you always managed to tear something on your clothes, filthy.
Yeah, well, that's only because you always managed to forget something important on the palace grounds. And even when you didn't, I never had time to go off otherwise.
If you had no other time to go otherwise, how come whenever you found me things, you always offered me some? I could have always gone and gotten something in the kitchen.
Well, that's because you can't control yourself around the most delectable fruit in existence, blessed by the gods themselves, and always eat them anyways. It felt weird to come back and not offer you the fruits of my labor.
No, don't do that. That wasn't even good.
That was so good.
Whose word? Yours?
Naturally.
Yeah, I don't think that counts for much.
Oh.
Pardon the intrusion, but I have an urgent message for General Achilles.
What is it? Has Agamemnon finally come with an offer of sincerity?
No, my lord. I come from the front, not camp. The war is taking a turn for the worst. We need your help. The Crown Prince Hector of Troy has gathered more men for his cause, and we do not have enough power to defeat him. My king gives offers of glory and gold if you were to rejoin him in battle.
Who is your king?
Odysseus of Ithaca, sire.
He's a fair man. I'm sure of his words. All the years I've known him, he has held true to his honor. However, I hold the same response that I did weeks ago when this all began. Agamemnon has humiliated me in front of the whole Achaean army, my men, and until he rights this wrong, I will not fight his battles for him, and I will not condemn my men to do the same. If he wishes for my help, he must come here and apologize. The current state of the war is no matter to me until then.
Yes, my lord.
The very nerve! Oh, as if they intend to disregard me at every turn. I ask so very little, and yet his arrogance is keeping him from doing this one small thing. He shall lose this war because of his pride. It shall be his downfall. It's like they don't appreciate all I can do for them, all I have done for them.
They're not the only ones whose pride will be their downfall.
What do you mean?
There's more at stake in this war than your honor, Achilles.
Hey, come on, now I know that. Okay, scoot over, I'm getting cold.
this moment. The men we have fought beside for the past 10 years are bleeding and dying out on the fields. What have their deaths been for? What have all their deaths been for? I can't understand how you can just sit around here and refuse to rejoin the fight. Without your help, it would have all been in vain. Their wives, their sisters, their children will never again see their treasured men. The least we can do is offer them a victory to show it was worth it.
I am perfectly aware of such things. It is why I'm even willing to consider working with Agamemnon again. However, I cannot allow my good name to be disgraced by the for power and control.
You know he will never make such an offer, and if he does, it'll be too late. Not for Hector or Troy, but for the thousands of men we fought beside. Have you changed so much that you care more about your pride than the glory of the fight, the lives of your men?
They are not my men. My men are the Myrmidons. They are safe. If anything, I have saved them. They will return home to Greece. They are no longer fighting.
But what of our friends?
Any friends of mine are either dead and gone, in my country home, or here with me now. I may respect these men, but they are no friends of mine. Friends do not plot against one another. Do not use their tongues to cut out the hearts and flesh of those dear to them.
Then I suppose we are not friends.
What do you mean? Have you betrayed me?
No, of course not. I would never do such a thing. You're my prince, my leader. More than that, you've been my greatest comfort and friend since we were children. How this war has changed you.
What am I supposed to think? You've been acting distant lately. I could hardly ever find you anymore when you're not in your quarters or in the medical tent. You're nowhere to be found. Then you come to me talking of rejoining the fight, talking of Odysseus and Agamemnon. How am I to know you're still by my side?
I've happily stayed by your side for the past 20 years. I know you by the way your voice calls out in joy after a fight, by the way you play the lyre as if blessed by Apollo himself. And all these things tell me that you are the man I have followed into war. And I don't know. Sometimes things seem like they used to be. And most times, and always with others, you're so harsh, so prideful. I can hardly recognize you anymore. You have been spoiled by the war. It has been kind to you. I have seen its true nature. I have stitched up friends after they were torn open, felt their blood on my hands, heard their last breaths. Meanwhile, you were choosing which gold platter to take from the village we just raided. Be careful, lest you follow the path of Icarus and fall, chasing the ever-burning sun.
Why did you become so cold?
War is cruel. Makes the hands of warriors tremble, and turns the hearts of bards into stone. I have survived. Do not blame me for what I had to do. Not all of us are the sons of gods.
No matter what you say, I cannot. We will rejoin the fight. While I do not particularly enjoy the destruction my decision has made, it is not something I can take back. If I were to do so now, I would be losing any respect I've earned with these men.
By dragging this out for so long, you've already made them start hating you. They are frightened. They need hope. We need hope. You were once that for us. Be that again.
But I don't know how I'm meant to do so without fighting. I'm a soldier. I know how to inspire terror in my enemies and relief in my allies, but never off the battlefield.
What if you were on the battlefield? Hold on. Hear me out. Technically, you wouldn't be on the battlefield, but your armor would be. It's as recognizable from as far away as yours. And if someone else were wearing your armor, unless someone got too close, no one would be able to tell the difference. I am convinced once those men see your armor on the battlefield, whether or not it is you inside of it, they will be overtaken by the burning fury of the gods and fight as ferociously as if you were there with them. And you'd still be able to uphold your promise.
It's a good plan. But who do you propose to take on such a task?
I shall.
No, I will not.
No, I want to. I need to. I cannot sit by any longer, and before you argue, it is the only choice, really.
Really, why is that?
You and I are nearly the same in build. If I'm careful not to reveal my voice, the disguise should hold. Plus, we grew up together. You taught me what your masters taught you. I know how to fight like you. I'll be like one of those actors from performances back home.
Those actors are not putting their lives at risk for their performances. I may have taught you that the battlefield is not like the training grounds. It will not wait for you to catch your breath. And in my armor, you will be made a target of. I cannot guarantee your safety.
I know you cannot guarantee my safety, but I have to do this. If the armies know that the great demigod hero Achilles has come to save them, then the war's end will be soon. I am sure of that. Don't worry. Your men will be there to protect me. I will be safe.
Promise me you won't go near the main fight. Do not seek out Prince Hector. If you two meet in battle, you will surely die. Promise me, Patroclus.
I promise. I promise I will not fight Hector.
Very well. I see I cannot change your mind.
Don't worry. We'll be home soon enough. In the warm air of Phthia, the land holding you in embrace amongst the rolling marble columns. And I'll be back at dawn, going back to get what you forget.
As long as you promise to bring me figs.
Yeah, sure.
You should probably head back to camp. Inform the men of the plan. You'll need to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah. You coming?
No, I think I'll stay here a bit. The cold, you know?
Yeah.
So cold here.
The story of two men, warriors, heroes, friends, caught up in more than their age entailed, all due to fate and the will of the gods. Their minds as cold as ice, they pulled the string throughout it all. So much suffering, and for what? Entertainment? Power? We will never know. What we do know is that the lives of these two mortals soon came to an end. Patroclus did go out into Achilles' armor, but he broke his promise. Out on the battlefield, his last words were shared with his enemy, surrounded by empty armor. His body was brought back to Achilles, who nearly went mad with grief. He sought out the killer, and after killing him with his own hands, soon after, followed Patroclus on to death. We don't know how it happened. Some say he was felled by a poisoned arrow while scaling the walls of Troy. Others say the gods plotted against him, leading arrows and swords to his vulnerable heel. Achilles and Patroclus never got to see the end of the war, and they never got to return home to Greece. But somewhere in Troy, there is a tomb. And in that tomb, there their ashes lie, side by side, in the cold, as they always have been.
play is called Cyclones and Other Bad Things About Relationships. This was written by Matilda Whalen and directed by Zainab Muhaddi. Author Matilda says, "It has been so beautiful to be able to see a play that I wrote and then see Zainab direct and produce it in her own way, and seeing how the actors take on characterization for who they were cast for. This has been such a beautiful project to end my last year of theater with. I'm going to miss this community that we have." Zainab says, "Directing Cyclones was an incredible experience and I've learned a lot. Thank you to the amazing cast and crew that made this possible. We hope you enjoy Cyclones and Other Bad Things About Relationships."
Good morning, class. You're probably wondering what you must have done in your life to have this class at 8:30 in the morning. Trust me, I don't want to be here either. Welcome to week 10 of the semester. I hope you remembered your science presentations were today. Come on, guys. Let's just get this over with so we can leave. I have an extra exciting day of walking over to the bank across the street and picking up an expired lead bulb from the next door gas station, and I don't want to risk missing out on that.
Wait, we had work to in this class?
Since when were you in this class? I'm so tired.
All right, I probably know what the answer's going to be, but who here would like to be the first to present? Anybody? Our first volunteer! Yippee! Grab your materials and start whenever you're ready. I'll be in the back house hunting for houses I'll never be able to afford the salary I get. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Violet, and today I'll be starting our presentation with a slideshow presentation on cyclones. So sit back and relax as we go down the cyclone spiral. Alright, Violet, it's okay. You prepared weeks in advance, you're gonna be okay. It's not like anybody's even watching you anyways. Or at least just tell yourself that. What is a cyclone? Well, according to Britannica, it is a circulation system that goes through a sequence of stages as it intensifies into a mature tropical cyclone. These storms typically occur when loosely organized cumulonimbus clouds in an easterly wave and begin to show signs of weak circulation. These storms begin as a tropical disturbance. So the tibia should be there, which means the femur must be here. So the patella's gotta be there then. Oh, I'm gonna be up all night doing this.
Ha! Gotcha!
Tyson, this is the only study material I have. My test is in 2 days. Now I have to redo all of this, and I'm not even done with the notes for this chapter yet.
Relax, Lila. Don't go crazy on me. Look, we can come over to my house tonight. We can watch a movie about whatever it is you're doing. We can fix your precious notes.
No, not tonight, Tyson. I have to study this. It's my most important class of the semester to become a doctor. How am I supposed to be a surgeon if I can't even figure out what the correct bone in my leg goes?
Oh, but come on. Tonight's our 2 and 4/5th anniversary. We have to do something. I can try and switch my mom's vodka for water if you know what I mean.
Tyson, you know I love hanging out with you, but we hung out yesterday, and now I have to study this. Once I'm done with my test, we can hang out, okay? Just give me like 2 days, please.
Fine, Miss Boring. Don't study too hard. Don't want you to become more brains than beauty.
All right, let's move on now. Where when do cyclones start? Well, according to the information I pulled from the web, cyclones initially begin in the northern hemisphere in between the months of June and November, but it is possible for them to occur outside of this time period in the western North Pacific. Cyclones are found mostly in the Indian Ocean and warm areas of water around that. Cyclones initially begin moving westwards, caused by easterly winds. Many tropical cyclones eventually drift far enough from the equator to move into areas dominated by westerly winds. These winds tend to reverse the direction of the cyclone onto an easterly path. As the cyclone moves polewards, it gives a miles per hour. In conclusion, you can see from the information, these storms get more and more extreme, becoming more and more unbearable. While the westward winds move eastwards, reversing the direction of the storm, and centers negative attention onto an eastward path, which is all attention off the westward winds. All attention falls onto its eastward path of destruction. Huh? Party at Tiana's last night? On a Tuesday. Some people have crazy free time.
Look, there she is, the child prodigy. Isn't good for anything but a good book report.
I feel so bad for Tyson. He went all alone to that party. Though, that's not how I heard he left.
What?
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. He kept talking about how much of a bore she is. She won't ever hang out with him. All she does is lock herself in a room and read all those stupid medical books.
I heard he doesn't even think she loves it. Maybe she's seeing someone else too.
No, I'm not!
Hey, Lila, how's it going? Hope your head hasn't gotten too big with all that studying you did. Okay.
Don't!
What? What's going on?
The party you went to? Did you have fun?
How did you know I went to that?
The whole school went to it, it seems like. And because of that, the whole school heard what you were saying, which means the whole school is talking about me now.
Lila, you're speaking nonsense. Did you not sleep well last night or something? Are you hearing things?
Don't do this to me now. What? You think I wouldn't hear? You think I wouldn't find out that you think I'm boring and that I don't love you?
Well...
And that you left with someone. Who was it? Why do you feel you have any right to get upset with me when you turn around and pull this shit?
Well, have you thought about how I feel? Maybe about why I said those things?
What?
The only times you hang out with me, it's just the two of us. We do something boring like go to the movies or walk in the park. I want to do things that my friends are doing, like going to parties or football games. I want to show off my relationship, which obviously is not a priority to you.
Why the hell do you feel you have any right to get upset with me right now? You know my dreams require a lot of work from me. I thought you could understand that.
Then why the hell did you even say yes to dating me? Half the school doesn't even know we're dating because we don't do big things like everyone else. Everyone else has like photo albums of each other. And all I have are some photos in these stupid letters.
I put a lot of time into those letters. I thought you liked them.
Well, what am I supposed to do with them? I can't put them on my Instagram or anything. They're embarrassing. It's just filled with all that lovey-dovey shit. You have to think about how you treat others and how you affect others. You should have been lucky I stayed with you this long because I can guarantee you most people wouldn't have.
Alright, let's move on to the next section, the eye. In hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons, they all have a very remarkable feature that you can see if you fly high enough and look down. The eye of the storm. The eye of the storm is a sort of safe haven, a moment of peace. If you were to look through a thermal camera at a map of a hurricane, you would see that the eye's temperatures and weather are very similar to land away from the cyclone. The eye forms when some of the rising air at the eye wall is forced towards the middle of the hurricane instead of outwards. Since the air is traveling inwards from all directions, this causes the air to sink. This creates a warmer environment and causes clouds to evaporate. The eye of the storm is a sort of safe haven, a moment of peace, a moment to collect your thoughts and breathe before you have to face the storm again.
It's been a while since you looked at that painting. I remember how dedicated you were to it. I honestly wasn't sure if you were going to finish it. I'm glad you're looking at it again.
I really like drawing. I can't remember why I stopped.
I believe the reason started with the T and followed with the Y.
Tyson,
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it?
you're assuming that there's something to talk about.
A mother always knows. Why do you think when you would cry when you were younger, I was always able to find a solution? Or I was always able to find a missing toy that took you years to find?
People can't always be happy. We're not entitled to that.
That's true.
But there are certain lines that shouldn't be crossed, right? Certain levels of hurt other people shouldn't feel entitled to put us through.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it.
empathy is a gift, but sometimes we have to remember to apply that to ourselves too. I can tell you're going to be a great mother Tuesday. Now, go on, finish that drawing.
Well, the eye doesn't last forever. You have to face your problems. The eyeball. The eyeball is the bowl of the storm right outside of the eye. It's the most extreme. There, air rises faster and with more force than any other part of the storm. A place where surface winds can reach 150 miles per hour. There's no mercy here. This is the most extreme part of the storm, the most painful and ruthless. Oh, I feel like the walls are closing in. Oh, 50 more minutes for my interview. Oh, 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh God, what are you even thinking, Lila? This is the most prestigious medical internship in the country. Oh God, why would they choose you? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna forget everything. What if they ask me where the cranium is, and I say something like, the abdomen?
Lila, there you are. I checked your location because you were answering your phone and I saw that you were at the hospital.
Aw, you were worried about me and came to check on me. Even though I've been telling you for weeks that I had this interview.
What? Oh, no, I didn't even think about that. Look, Jason and their girls are going to the beach and wanted to have like a triple date. And hey, it'd be so cool, and then maybe you could make some more friends then.
What? Tyson, those girls were making fun of me just yesterday for the rumors that you spread about me. I'm not interested in becoming friends with girls who initially treat me like that. And plus, even if I wanted to have my interview today, I thought, that I was talking about it, there would be zero chance you would forget.
Oh, come on, we don't have much time. I didn't even turn the car off. I'm parked in the ambulance parking lot.
Tyson, stop it!
Oh, come on, loosen up. What? You don't actually think you're gonna get accepted into this thing, do you? It's a waste of time. Just go have fun and get buzzed.
Bitch, you don't think I can do it?
Let's be real about this. There's nothing special about you. There's thousands of applicants for this thing. Trust me. Why would they choose you? Trust me. I have your best interest in mind.
No!
Oh my God, you're being so emotional right now. Are you on your period or something?
I need to be with someone who can support me. Someone who sees something in me. Someone who views me as special. I have worked every minute of every hour of my day, except for the times I was distracted by you. If anyone deserves even a chance at this interview, it's me. You have broken me down from day one. If there's any reason I don't get this internship, it's because of you. I'm done. We're done.
You know what? You were the real buzzkill anyways. Go have fun playing doctor. I'll be the one having the real fun.
Lila Johnson, we're ready for your interview now. Recovery, an essential part of the process. Catastrophic events like cyclones can rip people apart. People can lose everything in just a few moments. But by finding support from people in your immediate communities or faraway cities, we can work together to rebuild our cities, communities, places to continue to grow and make memories. Even though Tyson was mean, their breakup still hurt Lila. She was devastated. I mean, they had spent about 3 years together. But Lila had to put herself first. She continued the interview process and, well, I got accepted! There was something special about her. There always was. She just had to find it for herself. She met some of her closest friends in this program, and even as someone who become a very special person in her life. I guess we can just ask her how she's doing.
I continue to work every day, got accepted into medical school, and now I'm the top surgeon at the LA General Hospital.
And all this, even with difficulties, she knew she could do because she was special.
All right, yeah, you're special, we get it. All right, thank you. Now, as for your grade, even though you definitely went over our 5-minute limit, All right, Katie, you can go sit down now. All right, who's next?
Play of the evening is called Where the Wind Takes Us. This play was written by senior Sanika Vidarkar and directed by senior Alan Leone. Alan says that he has learned about leadership skills and collaboration and would like you to know that the actors were wonderful to work with and that we created an amazing acting environment. Sanika, the author, says that Where the Wind Takes Us is a show that works to highlight the many perspectives of love, and how in any relationship there is room to learn and grow from the other person or people. In a whirlwind of an experience, follow Tia and Leo and the experiences and lessons they learn and share. We hope you enjoy Where the Wind Takes Us.
Tia, you need to keep a more open mind. You never know what can happen. You still have a month before you're finally off to med school.
Nothing. There's absolutely nothing more useless than love. It consumes you. It spits you up and chews you out. I'm tired and honestly done. I'm so done, love.
Tia, for being the smartest person I know, you're also the most stubborn. I mean, look at Kevin and I. We gave love a chance, and now we have this old girl, our Climate Cafe.
You and Kevin are the exception. Besides, I like sticking to facts and reality. The reality is, I'm not looking or finding love.
Well, you know what they say, sometimes it hits you when you least expect it.
Who's Kevin talking with?
That, Tia, is your trainee, who will be trying to replace the irreplaceable.
Leo Grant?
Mr. Anderson! Hey, it's great to be back here. Thank you for taking me in. I used to come here all the time to find a place to study.
The pleasure's all ours. We're just happy someone could come in on such short notice. Climate's losing one of its best.
Yes, Tia's the best, but she's finally heading off to London for med school. She'll be training you in the basics. Why don't you head on over? She's working on an order right now.
I'll see myself there then.
Hey, boss. Nice to meet you, Tia. I'm your new trainee, Leo.
It's fine. It's nice to meet you too. You look familiar. Are you a regular?
Oh, yeah. I used to come here all the time to study for my LSAT. I hear you're going to med school?
Oh shoot, the lunch rush. They're heading in. I'm sorry, I don't have an invitation. But lunch rush training?
Oh yes, lead the way, boss.
So, how do you feel? Your very first lunch rush?
I actually don't know how to feel. I mean, I've never seen climbing this busy before, ever.
It's all a matter of getting used to. I say you handled your first one with much grace.
Yes, yes. Slipping with the train, my hands was a real replica of a nutcracker.
Well, you have a couple weeks to learn to hold down the fort. What are you looking at?
Look at them. There's so much going around them, but they're like a powerful little force in space and time. I mean, it's so beautiful. Love, I mean, it's all around us. Seeing how much someone can mean to someone else is just so special, you know?
In a perfect world, yeah, I do. But I hate to break it to you, love like that doesn't exist. Love is hurtful, it's messy, and it's more disappointing than anything I've ever experienced. It's not special, and it's temporary.
Tia, you just have to give it a chance. Just like...
I have, time and time again. I have opened my heart out and loved loudly. I've carried my heart in my sleeve, trusted the process, and worked my personal self. But it's just landed me heartbroken and unhappy.
Maybe you just haven't met the right person yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. But what does it matter anyway?
Good morning. Being here for the first time today.
No, gosh, I'm so sorry. I was up all night interviewing potential med school roommates on London time.
Oh yes, your very own Great London Adventure.
Great isn't the way I put it. Stressful, nerve-wracking, frightening, or nerve-fitting, I'd say.
Hey, Tia?
Sorry, I'm looking at that darn bag of brown sugar. Ah, got it. What were you gonna say?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about the conversation we had the other day. The one about love?
Oh, ew, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. It's admirable how pure you think of love, but I don't know. I see it very differently, and I don't think it's something we'll ever see eye to eye on.
But maybe you can. Gosh, it's so embarrassing to say. Tia, I mean, I would love to go out with you sometime.
Leo, I don't want to be your pity date just because you think we don't see love the same way. You want me to see the magic of it.
Oh, no. It's not like that, I promise. You see, I've actually admired you for quite a bit now. Gosh, I'm sounding like a creep. When I'm coming here to study for my LSAT the entire past summer, whenever I'd be here, I see this beautiful girl hunched over her biology textbook to register. No, it's not like that. You don't remember this, but there was a point where I was sure I was going to quit. I didn't think I had it in me to be the lawyer I wanted to be. You didn't even know who I was, and yet you listened to me go back and forth. You encouraged me not to let a bump in the road stop me from trying. Then, you handed me the best hot mocha I ever had and told me not to give up. That's why I'm here, to pay forward the summer before I begin at the firm.
I didn't think you remembered that. It's crazy actually, you helped me too. It was my second time taking the MCAT. Everything felt like it was going to collapse. I felt lost. But seeing your determination to be the lawyer you wanted to be, and your willingness to take my advice that I can move forward on, inspired me to keep going.
Tia, I know you don't believe in this, but I do. You picked me up in a place where I felt like I was going nowhere, and I didn't even know you. But I know you now, and I know you're funny, thoughtful, caring, and I know there's nothing more I want than to get to know you better.
I never just stop thinking about that stranger who pulled me up when I needed the most. So yes, Leo, I will go out with you. I may have given up on romance, but I haven't given up on fate. And this feels like fate.
Lunch, I'll pick you up tomorrow at 12.
It's a date.
T-minus 1 week before the big move. How you feel? Ready to try tea and crumpets, or perhaps fish and chips? Tia, is everything all right?
No, I'm not okay. This wasn't the plan. I was just supposed to finish a workout climate. I was supposed to go to London and start this new chapter of my life with my head clear. I wasn't by any means supposed to fall in love with you.
You're in love with me?
No. No, wait, yes? No, maybe. No, I'm not. I can't. I've always been driven. I know my goals, and I work to reach them. Love is just a waste of time, and it ends up being a disappointment anyways. I knew I had to leave you. In my head, I knew I couldn't fall in love with you, but I did anyways.
Tia, I know we don't see eye to eye on this, but I've been in love with you. I love you. I'll say it now, and I'll say it for the entire world to hear. Things are changing, but love will always be there, and we will find a way around this.
No, I can't do this anymore. I can't go knowing you're here. I can't go knowing I'm leaving you behind. Love is just a waste of time, and it ends up being a disappointment. Don't you understand? The world isn't this perfect little circle of love. Love is hard and it's difficult. We need to break up. I'm so sorry.
All set, Tia? Yeah, I have everything I need with me.
Still thinking about Leo, aren't you?
No. Everything happened for the best. It was supposed to turn out this way. Love is just another waste of time.
All right, Tia, let us know when you reach. Thank you for everything. I'm going to be where it is without you.
Tia, my girl, shake up the seat in London for me. Safe travels.
Thank you for everything, Kevin. I don't know how I would have gotten here without you.
Tia, wait. Tia, I love you. I don't care how far, how close we are. I love you for your perfections and your imperfections. I'm realizing love isn't perfect. There's challenges and there's hurdles, but I'm willing to face them.
Leo.
Tia, put your trust and love for me, please.
If there's anything I've learned with these last weeks, it's that love is a process, and I couldn't process it correctly. I got scared and I freaked out. But while love is difficult and hard, it's also worthwhile to find someone who brings out the best in you and sticks around for the worst. So thank you. Thank you for sticking with me through this unconventional whirlwind of a romance. I don't know what will happen next, but no matter how difficult things get, let's just wait and see where the takes us.
As is Fremont tradition, we honor our technicians who work behind the scenes every night. They have been working so hard ever since, I believe, early January when we announced design rules, to March when we were building the sets, to now making sure everything runs smoothly.
Our amazing designers for this show are costume designers Deanna Radu and Stan McDermott. Set designer Calvin Higgins. Ava Sorelli. Prop designer, Marco Ribeiro. Lighting designers, Calvin Higgins and Pascal Wakefinger. Sound design, Sophie Sardella.
Next, we have our 3rd and 4th year stagecraft students who mentored our designers for this show. For costumes, we have Rose Ginsburg. For sets, we have Danica Spears. For publicity, we have Brenna Swanby. For props, we have, Rain Babcock. For lights, we have Will Logic. For sound, we have Jake Nelson. And last but not least, for house manager, we have Yvette Tadeo Perez. Danica, you can come down. We said your name. Sets, Danica Spears and house management, Yvette Tadeo Perez.
We have many people who work backstage for our shows. Starting with our makeup and wardrobe crew, we have Milena Andrade. Valerie Kurzma. And our costume lead, Diana Radu. And then we have our amazing scene shift crew, Emily Soy. Kai Gia. And Hazel Nierstedt. And then we have our assistant stage managers, Pascal Willinger. And Sophie Biku.
In the booth, we have Gus Huey on sound. And Tim No on the whiteboard. We have our stage manager, Brenna Swanby. And our spot operators, Allison Braun and Danica Spears.
I'd like to thank our front of house crew, our house manager, James Funston. Our box office, Tom Melter. Yvette Tadeo Perez.
welcome all of you here to share the induction of one new member into Fremont High School's Troop 2753 of the International Thespian Society. Through her work in theater, this candidate has earned the right to become a member of the International Thespian Society.
The society was established in 1929. The organization was named for Thespis, the ancient Greek who, according to legend, stepped out from the course and became the first actor. The society's guiding principle is dedication to excellence in educational theater. The International Thespian Society honors those students who do theater well.
Our inductee has worked on the following 4 shows: Dramapalooza, which was in 2023, The Haunted House, Alice in Wonderland, and this show, New Play Festival. Can I have all of the current thespian members step forward and make a line? These are all of our current members of Thespian Troop 2753. Now we would like to welcome Gus Huey, our newest member.
I now ask us and all members of Thespian Troop 2753 to stand and say the pledge. If you're by Sophia or Kira, they do have it on the paper. Otherwise, you do have to just try your best. Please repeat after me. Wait, Gus, you have your card. Sign your card. Okay. I promise to uphold.
I promise to uphold
the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society.
the aims and ideals of the International Thespian Society.
I am a student of theater and excellence is my ideal.
I am a student of theater and excellence is my ideal.
I promise to perform my part as well as I can.
I promise to perform my part as well as I can.
To accept praise and criticism with grace.
To accept praise and criticism with grace.
To cooperate with my fellow thespians.
To cooperate with my fellow thespians.
And work for the good of the troop.
And work for the good of the troop.
And to share my love of theater.
And to share my love of theater.
Congratulations, Gus, and welcome to the International. Act well your part, there all the honor lies. Everyone please step back.
Now,
Okay, now we would like to honor our wonderful seniors, some of whom this was their last production at Fremont. Many of these seniors have been involved in this department since their freshman year during the pandemic. They have stuck around through online classes and a theater renovation. Over the last 4 years, they have contributed a lot to the theater department. We will really miss them next year. The seniors who receive medals are members of the International Thespian Society.
First, we'd like to recognize thespian Yvette Tito Perez for her work as a technician for FHS Theater for 8 productions over the years. Yvette is one of the lead house managers and has worked numerous, including Alice in Wonderland. Congratulations, Yvette.
Next, Melanie Gonzalez Iglesias has been in multiple productions at Fremont High School. She is the other lead house manager and has done many shows, including the shows that we did right now. And she is also a member of our thespian troupe. Congratulations, Melanie.
Next, Kai Kato has been in over 11 productions since their freshman year and has taken every drama and stagecraft class offered at Fremont. I played the role of Percy Benner in Rule of 3 and is also a member of the Thespian Troupe 2753. Congratulations.
Next, I'd like to recognize Emily Suey for her work as a technician for 5 productions at FHS. Emily the Thespian was Crossbones of Master for Dramapalooza a few weeks ago, specifically for the show Appropriate Audience Behavior. Congratulations, Emily!
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian cabinet member Rena Swandy for their work as a technician and actor for 14 productions at FHS. Ren has been the publicist lead for the last 3 years and was the producer and designer for FHS Theater's first haunted house as part of their honor project. Congratulations, Ren.
Next, thespian Ray Babcock has been a technician for FHS Theater for 13 productions. He has been the props lead for the past 3 years, including our spring play, Alice in Wonderland. Congratulations, Ray.
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian cabinet member Danica Spears for her work as a technician for 13 productions at FHS. Danica has been the set and sound lead for the previous FHS productions and recently set designer and stage manager for Alice in Wonderland. Congratulations, Danica.
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian Renzi Ricks for his work as a technician for 9 productions at FHS. Renzi has been the lighting lead for previous FHS productions, including every novel you read in high school. Congratulations, Renzi.
I'll take my time.
Next, we'd like to recognize Saya Katapando for his work as technician for 3 productions at FHS. Saya has helped us record plays for this season and was the sound designer for FHS Theater's first haunted house in fall. Congratulations, Saya.
And there's also a video camera operator tonight. Yay!
Next, let's recognize thespian Sarah Boyko for her work as an actor. For 5 productions at FHS. Sarah played the role of Alice in Wonderland. Congratulations, Sarah.
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian Sanika Bidarkar for her work as an actor for 9 productions at FHS. Sanika was an incredible job playing the Wicked Witch of the West in Wizard of Oz, our spring school last year. Congratulations.
Next, let's recognize thespian Kira Hirsch for her work as an actor for 10 productions at FHS. Most recently, Kira played the role of the Cheshire Cat in our spring play, Alice in Wonderland.
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian cabinet member Sophia Baines for her work as an actor for 14 productions at FHS. Sophia played the role of Amy in our fall play last year, Little Women, and recently directed the One Act Speed Day at NorCal One Act Play Festival for her senior honors project. Congratulations, Sophia.
Next, we'd like to recognize thespian Sophie Zardella for her work as an actor and technician for 13 productions at FHS. She has taken all 4 classes offered at Fremont and recently handled sound for FHS's first haunted house. Congratulations, Sophie.
Last but certainly not least, we'd like to recognize Alan Limon for his work as an actor in 8 productions at FHS's haunted house. Congratulations, Alan. And let's give another huge round of applause for our seniors. Congratulations.
Senior smile. You're not a senior done. I would just like to take a moment to add on to the thank you to the seniors. These students first joined us on Zoom, where they were boxes and photos and all sorts of things. They bared with us while we were in the middle of a construction zone and were trying to make theater happen in portables and 30-minute Shakespeare in the Fair Oaks room, and they were with us as we tried to figure out our new spaces. They have really taken this theater program under their wings. They have helped teach all of the younger students that you see before you up here. And I know that I speak for all of the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors when I say that they are a group with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and that they will be deeply missed by everyone on this stage and many of our audience members as well, and beyond. We have been so grateful to be part of your high school experience, and thank you for sharing these last years on the stage with us and backstage. You are always a member of the Fremont Theater family and department, and we love you and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
In a few minutes, we can meet the cast outside in the lobby. And yeah, thank you for